my wonderful friends, and welcome back to the English Flow podcast, where we make English learning feel natural, fun, and a little addictive.
And remember, you're listening to us on English Fluency Mastery, the place where your English grows every single day.
So, Leo, I have to ask, have you ever had that awkward moment when someone says, "Tell me about yourself," and your brain just freezes?
Oh, yes. My mind goes blank, my words hide somewhere in the back, and suddenly I forget my own name.
Exactly. And today, we're going to make sure that never happens to you again.
By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to introduce yourself in English, whether you're meeting new friends, starting a job interview, or just talking to someone on the street.
So stick around until the very end, because we've got a special self-introduction formula that works every time.
All right, deep breath, everyone.
Let's do this. Your introduction is like the trailer of a movie. It's short, but it makes people decide if they want to see more.
Right. If you sound confident and friendly in those first few seconds, people will want to talk to you more.
Exactly. And a great introduction doesn't just tell people your name, it makes a connection.
Let's start simple. Here's the most basic way to introduce yourself. First, you greet the person, then you say your name, and finally, you share something small about yourself. It's like building blocks for your first conversation.
Like this. "Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm from Canada. Nice to meet you."
Or another example could be, "Hello, my name is David. I'm a university student here in New York."
Easy, right? It's just 3 simple steps, but we can make it even better. We just talked about the basic structure, which is really solid for a simple introduction. It gives the essential information clearly.
Exactly. But if you want to sound even more natural, more engaging, and truly leave a lasting impression, we can add a little extra warmth and personality to your introduction. It's about building an immediate connection.
This is where you go beyond just your name and origin. You can share a glimpse of who you are, making it easier for the other person to connect with you on a deeper level right from the start.
So, to make your introduction much more natural and inviting, consider including these 3 things. Speak slowly and clearly, everyone as you think about how you might use these. First, your role or job. This gives people an idea of what you do professionally, which is a common way people relate to each other. Second, a hobby or interest. This reveals something about your passions outside of work and can be a great conversation starter, showing a bit of your personal side. And third, a small positive comment, something that shows you are friendly and happy to be there. It could be as simple as, "It's nice to meet you," or "I'm really enjoying this event." It sets a positive tone.
Let's put this into practice with a few examples. Imagining a slightly more formal situation where you want to be professional but also approachable, you could say it slowly and clearly like this. "Hi, I'm Michael. I'm a graphic designer and I love photography. It's so nice to meet you."
Did you notice how that example provided more points for conversation? Now, for a more relaxed, casual setting, perhaps when meeting new friends, you might hear or use something like this. "Hey, I'm Lily. I'm from Spain, and I love exploring new coffee shops."
See how that works? Immediately, the other person has something to latch onto, something to ask about. Like, if you say you love photography, they might ask, "Oh, what kind of photography do you do?" Or if you mention exploring coffee shops, they might say, "Oh, what's your favorite coffee shop in the city?" These details invite a response.
These extra details make your introduction memorable and open the door for a real conversation instead of just a quick exchange of names. It shows a little bit of your personality and makes you seem more approachable.
It's all about making that connection right from the start. A good introduction isn't just information, it's an invitation to talk more, building a bridge for a deeper interaction.
Okay, listeners, it is time to really put these ideas into action. Let's practice together. This is an interactive segment, so we'll say an introduction and we want you to repeat it after us, speaking slowly and clearly. Don't be shy.
That's right. Really imagine you are introducing yourself to someone new. Try to project confidence and friendliness.
So let's start with number 1. Listen carefully and then repeat it exactly as you hear it.
"Hi, I'm Alex. I'm a teacher and I enjoy hiking in my free time."
Excellent. Now for number 2. Remember to focus on clear pronunciation and a friendly tone. "Hello, My name is Antonio. I'm from Italy, and I'm studying English.
Fantastic. And finally, number 3, pay attention to the rhythm and natural flow of the sentence. Hey, I'm Tom. I'm a musician, and I'm always looking for new songs to learn.
Great job, everyone. We hope you repeated those out loud. And here's a super important tip. Remember to smile while speaking, even when you are just practicing by yourself, or especially when you're on a phone call.
That's so true, Leo. People can actually hear your smile in your voice. It makes your voice sound warmer, more inviting, and more confident. Even if they can't see your face, it genuinely changes your tone.
So, next time you introduce yourself, whether it's in person or over the phone, make sure you have a little smile on your face. It really makes a difference to how you sound and how you are perceived.
It makes you approachable and leaves a positive impression, inviting that connection we talked about earlier. Keep practicing these and experiment with your own details. All right, so far we've talked about the basic structure and how to add warmth to your introductions. But now, it is super important to talk about one of the biggest factors that will change how you introduce yourself, and that is the situation you are in.
Exactly. Imagine you are at a job interview versus meeting new friends at a party. You wouldn't introduce yourself in the exact same way in both situations, right? It's all about matching your tone, your language, and your level of detail to the specific context.
That's absolutely right. In formal situations, like a job interview, a professional conference, or a very important meeting, you need to be polite, clear, and professional. Your goal is to make a strong, competent impression.
For example, in a job interview, you might say something like this, very slowly and clearly. Good morning. My name is Emily Carter. I am the marketing manager at Green Tech Solutions. Notice how full names are used and professional titles are included. Notice how professional titles are included. Notice how professional titles are included.
Yes, that introduction is concise, professional, and it tells the listener exactly what they need to know in a formal setting. It sets a serious and respectful tone. You use your full name, often a more formal greeting like good morning or good afternoon, and you state your professional role or affiliation clearly.
Now, let's think about casual situations. This is when you are meeting new friends, perhaps at a social gathering, a casual class, or just having a chat with someone in a coffee shop. Here, you can relax a lot more.
You can use more relaxed greetings like hi or hey. You can use just your first name, and your job or role can be described more generally or even left out if it's not relevant. For example, instead of the very formal introduction, you could simply say, hey, I'm Emily, I work in marketing.
See the difference? I work in marketing is much more casual and less specific than I am the marketing manager at Green Tech Solutions. It allows for a more relaxed conversation to follow.
It's all about matching the tone to the situation, which is a key part of becoming a fluent and natural English speaker. You want to sound appropriate and confident, whether you're in a boardroom or at a barbecue.
So always take a moment to assess a situation before you introduce yourself. Is it formal or informal? Who are you talking to? This will help you choose the right words and the right level of detail. All right, everyone, we've covered a lot of ground today. From why introductions matter to understanding the difference between formal and informal settings. Now it is time for our very special and what we like to call our magic formula.
That's right. This is the formula that combines everything we've learned into one simple, powerful structure. Once you have this down, you'll be able to create confident and friendly introductions for almost any situation. It's truly versatile.
So listen closely. Our self-introduction formula is greeting plus name plus where you're from plus what you do plus a personal detail plus a friendly closer.
Let's break that down again. Slowly, it's greeting, then your name, then where you're from, then what you do, then a personal detail, and finally, a friendly closer. This structure gives you all the key pieces for a complete and engaging introduction.
Now, let's see this formula in action with an example. We will use a common scenario. Imagine you are meeting someone new at a social gathering.
Here's how you could use the formula. I will say it slowly and clearly so you can really hear each part. Hi, I'm Daniel. I'm from Brazil. I'm a software engineer and I love cooking in my free time. Nice to meet you.
Let's analyze that example using our formula. Hi is the greeting. I'm Daniel is the name. I'm from Brazil tells us where you're from. I'm a software engineer states what you do. And I love cooking in my free time is that personal detail that adds warmth. And nice to meet you is your friendly closer.
See how easily that flows? It gives the other person a clear picture of who you are, where you're from, what you do, and even a little bit about your personality and interests. And it gives them something easy to respond to like, oh, what kind of things do you like to cook?
The beauty of this formula is that it's flexible. You can swap out the what you do for a what you study, or the personal detail for a current interest depending on the context.
Exactly. Once you have this core structure in your mind, you can create unlimited introductions. You can make them longer, shorter, more formal, or more casual, just by adjusting the level of detail and your tone. But the foundation remains the same.
This formula provides a strong base for you to build confidence. You no longer have to guess what to say. You have a clear roadmap.
Practice this formula out loud. Try it with different names, different countries, different jobs, and different hobbies. The more you practice, the more natural it will become. All right, everyone, it is now time for today's challenge. This is where you put everything you've learned into practice.
Your challenge for this week is to record yourself introducing yourself, and we want you to do it in 3 different ways.
That's right. First, record a formal introduction, like you're at a job interview or a professional networking event. Think polite and precise.
Second, record a casual introduction. Imagine you're meeting a new friend at a cafe or a social gathering. This should be relaxed and friendly.
And third, record a fun introduction. Here, you can let your personality shine a little more. Maybe you're at a party or a creative workshop. Be creative and have fun with it.
Once you have recorded all 3, listen back to them. Pay attention to your tone of voice. Are you speaking slowly and clearly? Do you sound confident?
Notice your flow. Are there any parts where you hesitate? Where can you improve your pronunciation or the rhythm of your speech?
This exercise will help you become much more aware of how you sound. It will also build your confidence, so the next time someone says, "Tell me about yourself," you'll be ready.
And that's a wrap for today's episode of the English Flow podcast.
If you enjoyed learning with us, hit that subscribe button on English Fluency Mastery so you never miss an episode.
Keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep letting your English
Flow every single day.